The title of this video says it all. This is the hardest video I ever had to make. So if you guys turned in today for my normal flipping and punching, what sold, talk about what's going on in daily business. Well, it's coming. I've already filmed that part of the video. I had to film the intro separately because it's just too difficult to do that and then pull up my orders to show you guys what is sold. This is a clickbait. I'm not gonna sugarcoat things. You guys probably have wondered why I haven't been putting out videos this past week on my flipping and punching, my card channel, my pick and punching channel. I didn't put out anything for the past week. I don't even know where to start. I have stopped and started this video for the past 20 minutes. And that's why it's the hardest video for me to make, because I don't want to make it. So much I have to say, but yet I can't say it. When I first started on YouTube, on Picking and Punching channel, I didn't know anyone in the YouTube scene. I didn't know any other flippers, or I didn't know any other pickers. And I was able to connect with a lot of you guys. I became, really good friends with the guys in Trash to Cash, Kevin, Dave, Carrie, Mike that Power Picker. I mean, Kat the Nurse Flipper. A lot of those people have become part of my extended family. A lot of those people take me in open arms, but not just them. The rest of people that watch my videos. I've grown to almost 20,000 subscribers on my Pick and Punch channel. We have over 3,000 subscribers on this channel. My card channel is almost at 2,000. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you guys for what you guys do and the way you guys support me. And that's part of the reason why I feel obligated to do this, because I didn't expect when I started this channel to allow you guys into my personal life. I didn't expect the amount of support I would get from my family. I didn't expect the amount of support and love I get from my pets. Every video I put out, you guys are always like, oh, then you see the dogs. We love the dogs, we love the cats, and they're a big part of my life. Being a reseller can be very lonely. I don't have coworkers. I don't have someone that I can bounce ideas off in an office. My wife works at a hospital, and I am at home by myself all day long, and I'm surrounded by my pets. My pets are a big part of my life, and they make me very happy. And my last video that you guys saw, I talked about how Mr. Jack wasn't feeling well and he was sick. After filming that video, he took a turn for the worse. Wasn't eating, wasn't drinking, it was a hard time standing. The crazy thing is, I just had him at the vet 9 days prior to that. He just had full blood work done and he was in good health. And over those 9 days, somehow he got an infection. He had a fever, so I took him to the vet. I got a call from the doctor the next morning. We did a ton of testing on him, and they found that he had lumps. He had masses on his liver, spleen, his kidneys. They found lesions on his spine, reason why he probably couldn't be walking. I knew his best days were behind him. Mr. Jack would be 19 in March. So me and my wife made the tough decision to be able to, we had to put him down that day. And he went peacefully in our arms. And he seemed so content, so happy. And I know we made the right choice. It doesn't make it any easier. And I did not want to share this on video. I did not want to tell you guys, but you guys are gonna ask questions in the after I posted that last video. Many of you guys made comments about, I hope he's doing good, all this stuff, Mr. Jack, and I feel obligated. I just have to tell you guys, So it's been difficult. That's why I haven't been putting out content. I haven't been really listening. I kind of just, me and my wife just need some time to mourn. That was my first dog on my own. But part of the reason I want to make this video too is, as a reseller, I always say reselling can be very lonely. And one of the biggest enjoyments I get out of reselling, being able to be with my pets all day long. And they're my coworkers. You guys watch my videos and they are drinking water, have to go out, run in, barking, causing all kind of chaos. And it drives me up a wall, but I love every minute of it. And it's difficult. It's tough for me and my family. And I just feel like I owe it to you guys to kind of explain, what happened, why you guys don't see it. It does suck when I do walk around. I do film my videos in my dining area. On the one side of the room where we used to have a whole bed set up and food set up for my dog, it's no longer there. So it takes some time to get used to. You know, time heals all wounds, but getting to that point is the worst part. That's why I had to film this part last, because if I filmed this first, I would have a very difficult time pulling all my orders and showing you guys. So I do apologize. I'm not trying to make things depressing for you guys or anything like that, but I just feel like I owed it to you guys to let you know what's going on, why I haven't put up videos, and an update on Mr. Jack. So, Mr. Jack, we love you, man. Let's get to pulling some orders. All right, first thing we sold is this giant movie theater poster. When you guys go to the movie theaters, or if you went to the movie theaters in the past, they used to have those giant vinyl displays which had the like upcoming movies, or when the movie was just out, they used to put them in the lobby. Well, we got a ton of those in our private pick once. I mean, this thing is huge. So this thing literally comes that far up on me. It's pretty big. So we ended up having this listed for $125. Buyer sent me an offer for $100 and we sold it. This is Uptown Girl with Dakota Fanning and Brittany Murphy, maybe? I don't know, I would have double check, but I'll put a picture here on the screen. I'm not gonna roll it here. But that's what it looks like. And we got $100 plus shipping for that. Now, I gotta figure out how to ship this thing. I do have these boxes that I ship golf clubs in, but if you look, it doesn't fit all the way. So hopefully I can double these up. So what I ended up doing was I took 2 of those boxes and I've cut one in half. So there's one of the boxes I cut, and then I made a makeshift part on here, and I was able to add, as you can see right here, just add this little top piece. So this should be good to ship out. It took me about 5 minutes to do it. I didn't mention earlier, I paid $150 or $125 for everything, and I got like 20 of these vinyl posters, plus a huge container of other posters. So I've already made my money back with them. So this is pure profit, which is great. I'm trying to get out all my orders right now. The Hurricane Milton is coming directly for Tampa, where I live. About an hour ago, they just announced it's Category 5. So it's currently in the Gulf of Mexico. It's gonna be working its way over, and they said by landfall it should be Category 3. We just get hit with the other hurricane last week, and if we get hit with a Category 4 or 5, I mean, this whole area would be done for. So it's been a super stressful 2 weeks, let me tell you. All right, next time we sold, these are actually super cool. These are cups from the Pink Panther. These are actually from 1979. Here's the Pink Panther cup. These are actually brand new from 1979. You see the year there? And I sell them in lots of 2. Funny is I actually just sold 2 of these. I had it listed for $14.99. 2 separate buyers sent me offers for $10 each, and I accepted. So I got $10 plus shipping on each one of those. And I get 15 of them total for $30 or something like that. So at this point, I've already made my money back. So anytime I sell these, they're pure profit. All right, next time we sold is actually a wrestling figure. It is King Mabel from SummerSlam Elite Collection. If you guys ever find wrestling figures and they say Elite on them, look them up. The Elite series is what people want. These are ones that do bring a premium. This came in that massive wrestling buy, that private pick I did. Had it listed for $49.99 and the buyer bought it. So we got $49.99 plus shipping. So I will say, man, it's been a rough couple weeks. My dad came down to visit me to go to see the Bucks versus Eagles, and then we got hit with a hurricane in our area. Luckily, I was very fortunate at that time. I didn't really get much, but it did have a trickle-down effect on my business. Sales went down the crapper, and I didn't get a lot of work done when he was here, which is okay. Spending quality time with the family. He was here when my dog passed, and then my mom flew in that same day. So then my mom was here the past week, so I didn't get much work done again. So the past 2 weeks, we haven't got really much work done between stuff going on with Mr. Jack, stuff going on with the hurricane, and family visiting. So I am ready to get back into the swing of things, and unfortunately, we're getting hit with another hurricane. It's been such a rough 2 weeks, guys. Super rough. But all right, next time we saw was a comic book. This is a really cool one. I think this is a Juggernaut comic book or Hulk. I forget which one it is, but I ended up selling this one. This is a virgin cover. As you can see, there's no title on it. There's nothing on it. They call it the virgin titles. That was actually Juggernaut #1. I had that listed for, I think, $12.99. Buyer sent me an offer for $9 and I accepted. So I got $9 plus shipping. That came in a giant mystery box I bought. Usually when I used to buy comic book mystery boxes, I was trying to go after grand prizes. I usually just sell off all the comic books in my mystery box if it wasn't something I wanted. I thought this was a super cool cover, but not something I want in my collection. So I got $9 plus shipping for it. The next time we saw was a Mad magazine. These have been selling great for us. These are the ones with Donald Trump on the cover. Designated Survivor, Rogue One. It's Mad with Donald Trump. This came from my big graphic novel pickup. I have less than probably a quarter into it or less. And we ended up selling that for, I think, $9 plus shipping. So we actually had a whole lot of those. All of them had now sold out. That usually happens anytime it's closer to election. Regardless of Republican or Democrat, it doesn't really matter. But political items do sell tremendously well on election years. Even though I wasn't directly hit with this last hurricane, it's definitely have a trickle-down effect on my business. I don't know if I mentioned in a previous video, but my accountant, messaging my accountant, couldn't get a hold of him for a while. Come to find out that my accountant died in July. He, unfortunately, he got stomach cancer and he went pretty quickly. So that makes sense why he wasn't responding to my emails or my calls. So I ended up calling the office. I spoke to his wife. Their son was taking over the business. He was supposed to do my taxes. He's been working there the previous year. So me and my wife did file an extension for our taxes. I submitted all the paperwork in the mail to him, and I got a call last week, at the end of last week, saying that they're no longer gonna accept my taxes. I have to find a new accountant. Due to the hurricane, their cars and their house got flooded out. I feel so bad for that family. My accountant passed away. His wife's mother passed away 2 weeks after he died. Then their houses got flooded out, cars got flooded. I mean, just talking about having a horrible year. Right now, I'm on the lookout for a new accountant. So if anyone in the Florida area has a really good business accountant, let me know, because I'm trying to find one right now. Speaking about Disney, probably one of my favorite items I sold this week was a Disney item. If you saw my original Disney video on my Pick and Punch It channel, I bought someone's collection that had it sit in storage for like 20 something years. It was like 17 totes filled with like vintage Disney items, all kind of weird stuff. A lot of things brand new in the box, just like this. This is Mickey Mouse Turnover Choo Choo. This is brand new sealed. This is, I think, from early 80s or late 70s. I had no idea what the price is at because you usually don't find this. You normally don't find stuff like that brand new in the package. So I really didn't know how to price it. So I think I had it priced for like $200 best offer. And it's been up there for 8 months. Someone sent me an offer for $100 and I accepted. So I got $100 plus shipping. I paid $550 for everything. I've already made my money back 5 times over on this. Any fair off from this stuff, I'm just gonna take. So got $100 plus shipping. All right, next time we sold was something I picked up in the fleet across Florida when I was down there with ADH Dave and Mike the Death Pile Picker. This is a brawl for a Porsche 911. The guy had it sitting out. I think he had 20 bucks on it. I think I paid 10 bucks for it. This stuff can sell really well. Listed, I think, for $149.99 and buyer accepted. So I get $150 plus shipping. Hello, say hi. You just give me the side eye. Yeah. What's wrong, girl? You gonna go outside? Come on, Willow. Good, Willow. Calm before the storm, guys. Calm before the storm. Next time we saw was actually on Poshmark. It's actually a comic book. You might have seen it sitting there on the table. This is X-Men Annual number 14. This is a 9.4. A lot of people will argue that this is Gambit's first appearance, even though he made a cameo in this one, where compared to X-Men 266. That during COVID, that book was super hot at that time. Got a lot more interest again after the Deadpool movie. I had it listed, I think, for $89.99. Buyers sent me an offer, I think, for like $60. I think we ended up selling at $80. So I got $80 plus shipping. It's weird to sell comic books on Poshmark because Poshmark was set up for clothes. It's cool. You guys can list anything on Poshmark. I list all my items on Poshmark, Mercari, Whatnot, Marketplace, and eBay. I do that by cross-listing with Vendoo. If you guys haven't tried out Vendoo, you guys should. Cross-listing is not for everyone. I get that. But let me tell you, it really helps out your business, especially when eBay's slow, because you get a couple sales here, a couple sales there. It does add up. If anyone wants to try out Vendoo, I put a link down in the description down below here. You guys got a 25% discount if you guys do end up signing up. And I think you guys can do like several listings for free as well. So check it out. Speaking about selling on other platforms, we actually had a couple sales on Mercari. First one is Girls, Guns, and G-Strings. I guess it's 12 movies, brand new. And I picked this up at the Webster Flea Market. Bought a massive collection of horror movies for 10 bucks. And we ended up selling this one for $16.99. There's one other one that we listed from that lot. The rest we're putting on a giant lot. We'll probably get 50, 60 bucks for everything. Don't pass up horror movies, especially this time of the year. They do sell really, really well. And this is a prime example of why it's important to cross list, because I actually had this item listed on eBay for a couple weeks, got no bites, no offers, anything on it. Finally cross listed Mercari, and within the first hour of it listed, it's sold. This is a Donkey Kong Super Mario Brothers puppet. Picked this up in the fleet across Florida. I paid 20 bucks for this, a Pikachu bank, and a whole pile of Nintendo plush, and we ended up selling this for $24.99 plus shipping. Next thing we sold was from Poshmark. As I was pulling order, someone just sent me an offer on these. These are the University of Tennessee sweatpants. These are Nike Dry Fit. These are on the field sweatpants players and coaches wear on the sidelines and on the field. You see, as you can see right here, had them listed for $49.99. Buyer just sent me an offer for 35 bucks and I accepted. So I got $35 plus shipping. I don't know if you guys remember, I made a big buy of like 60 pieces from a former coach of the University of Tennessee Volunteers, University of Central Florida, 49ers. Got all this team issue gear, and I paid like around $2 to $3 for each item. Not to mention the hurricane's coming, so I'm trying to get out as much merchandise as possible. So I got $35 plus shipping. So much to get done before the for the hurricane, but I want to show you guys something really cool. Once a year, my mom comes down during October, and we end up doing a bunch of like haunted theme parks, or we end up watching a bunch of horror movies. and we always get together, do pizza and pumpkins and cookies and stuff. But I gotta show you what my wife did. Such a good thing, man. So my wife painted a pumpkin of all of our pets. So there's Willow, her face, look at that face. And there's Samantha, the cat. And then there's Sky. Can't forget Blue. All right, but look what else my wife did. She painted Mr. Jack with a little bow tie, a heart, and a little halo over his head. She did a really good job. I will tell you, my wife is not taking this very well. She did a great job painting that pumpkin. I thought it was very therapeutic for her. Didn't know she can actually paint, which is a nice surprise. With someone for several years, and you find out new things. Next item we sold is a model car. This is Jeff Neal's Thunderbird. Had that listed, I think, for $39.99. Buyer sent me an offer for $29, and I accepted. So I got $29 plus shipping. And I paid, I think, $2.50 for that, something around there. We did a massive buy. Blow through these last couple ones here, because I gotta get the post office, and I got more prepping to do for this hurricane, but we sold a Super Bowl patch. We haven't sold one of these in a while, but this is Pittsburgh Steelers and Dallas Cowboys. From 1979, that's what the Super Bowl patch looked like back then. That came in a massive lot when I did that Disney collection. I bought over 50 Super Bowl patches. I think I probably had a couple bucks in each of them, but we ended up selling that one for 15 bucks plus shipping. And I'm not sure if any of you guys are Funko fans or Dragon Ball Z, but this is a Goku Dragon Ball Z. This is signed by one of the creator, or signed by one of the, I don't know who this is signed by the way. It's signed by somebody. I forget who it's signed by. I have to go back and look at the thing. This came in a massive buy. I've been sitting this thing for like several months, and I had it listed for $79.99. Sent out a best offer of $59.99, and the buyer accepted. So it's 60 bucks plus shipping. I don't have a COA in it. I did disclose that in the actual description there. So hopefully someone got a good deal on it. And I saved the best for last. This is my favorite sale of the day. I am a huge Simpsons fan. This Homer Simpson shirt, but this is Homer Simpson. This is a parody of Couch. It says Couch Potato, but it's the Calvin Klein ad. I don't know if you guys remember in the 90s, there was a Calvin Klein ad where people are just wearing their underwear, and they did like a black and white ad. Well, this is a parody shirt of that. I ended up buying this at a yard sale, I think for like 30 bucks. I ended up selling it for $89.99 plus shipping. So I know I filmed this video in 2 parts. I filmed me pulling all the orders first because I knew that the first part of this video was gonna be the toughest one for me. From the bottom of my heart, I wanna say thank you for each and every one of you guys, for your kindness, for the way you support my channels, the way you support me and my family. Never thought starting a YouTube channel and letting you in my daily life that it would get to the point where it's at now. And I do feel obligated to let you know what happened with Mr. Jack, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys and your kind words. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you guys do like and subscribe. I will tell you guys, I'm not sure when the next video is because the hurricane is coming, and this will be my last video before the hurricane. So wish me best of luck, and I appreciate you guys. Just remember, guys, make sure you guys keep flipping and punching.